And this guy Douglas was like,
Jesus.
holy shit, that's just, first of all, that's just dark shit.
That's
and
really
like,
dark.
you're thinking the wrong way.
Yeah.
But he gave me hope in the end of this. This is why I got hope at the end of this. Because what he said in the article was really fascinating. He said, you know what the best thing you can do is the people around you in your neighborhood, if you just treat them like family and you make meaningful relationships with the people around you, when shit hits the fan, you're all gonna help each other. If you just stay isolated from everyone around you.
So this is what he told the 5 billionaires.
Yeah, that's what he told the 5 billionaires. He's like, doesn't matter how much.
No, that's not how it works.
Right. They're like, what? That's not what? I basically have slaves now. No, I mean, think about it. You're going to run out of food and water no matter what, unless you like have the ultimate biodome built, but you still have to defend it. So what's the safest thing to do in a catastrophe? Like, it almost made me feel better. It's like, have better relationships with the people around you.
You need to have a community.
Yeah, because that's, at the end of the day, you need a community to survive anyways.
That's how humans. That's how humans survived. That's how the Homo sapiens survived anyway, is they all work together.
Right, exactly. And like, we actually thrive in small groups of people trying to fight extraordinary odds. It's kind of like one of the things.
Well, that's why I was always hoping from some sort of pandemic like this, it would bring, you know, they always say, like, there was that old, I don't know, don't want to call it a myth, but that old kind of conspiracy thing where they said the first, you know, it would be an alien, what was it, Project Bluebeam or whatever, would it be an alien, a hoaxed alien attack that would bring the world together.
Through HARP and cell phone towers, they can make you feel and see something that wasn't
right. Yeah. So I was like, well, you know, there's nothing stopping something like this having all the countries come together, and like if it was something nasty enough that would spread around and cause worldwide destruction, like wouldn't it be great if we could all come together and
maybe it'd be good for us long term, you know? I don't fear this, by the way, though. I don't know. I don't live in that fear state of like something horrible is going to happen. Like, it's just like part of the human mind I think we all have to deal with.
Well, knowledge is power. I think the more you know about what is going on, and that you can compute it before it happens, I think that you're better prepared for it instead of living in a place where you're just the victim.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why we always talk about this stuff, right? I necessarily didn't see that documentary, but knowing that, it makes me, in my head, get prepared for what if that does happen.
Yeah.
That's what, so one time I had beers with David Icke.
Ooh, go on.
Step up to this, guys. But he was
recently too.
It was great.
Yeah.
We were in this little pub in Colorado, and he just started like going off, like talking really loud, and everyone was like looking around, like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" Anyway, it was super great. Love that guy.
Just Colorado.
But he was like talking about, you know, it's great to focus on the lighter stuff, but you have to know about the dark in order to know what light is. It's like the whole like
I agree.
The contrast.
Sure, I agree.
Yeah, the sweet ain't as sweet without the sour kind of thing, you know? You're
not ignorant of it, but you don't dwell in it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's where we're not right now, because, you know, people, as we just explained earlier on this podcast, are freaking out and creating scenarios that aren't real because they're not willing to see the contrast.
Yeah.
Not willing to take this as an opportunity of like, well, what does this really mean for all of us, instead of like jumping on the racism or the, you know, just blaming a certain group of people, or, you know, it's a secret government spy thing.
Yeah.
But I think that this episode is just really interesting in general, like the idea of a virus, whether it's a mental virus, whether it is a biological virus or a AI virus. The idea that something can exist and then literally go off on its own and create its own reality is pretty fascinating. And so I think just knowing that, just to be aware from that, from all those different perspectives, is really important.
But always double check your fucking sources, people. For the love of God.
Yeah, just don't copy and post.
Yeah.
I've done that many times.
Before you post, please check your source.
We've all done it, and you feel like a fucking dickhead after you've done it. But just do it from here on out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your final warning.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that's all the time we have. Please join us next week. Have a good night.
Goodbye.